All right, so I was recently on Bob and Brad YouTube channel answering people's questions about their aches and pains, and we had a few we didn't get to, so I'm answering those now. This one is from Julie Adams. I woke up at 4:30 a.m. with the most severe pain I've ever had in my shoulder. When I try and lift my shoulder out to the side is when I feel the most pain. So the way that Julie has written this, it makes me wonder if she's been dealing with shoulder pain before, because she says, I've ever had in my shoulder, most pain I've ever had in my shoulder, which means she's likely had shoulder pain before, so this is likely an ongoing issue. So I would also be curious to know what position she was sleeping in. Was she sleeping on that shoulder? Was she on her back? This also informs us a little bit about what's going on here. And then when she tries to lift her shoulder out to the side is when she feels pain the most. And so I would wonder, Julie, if you are, when you lift your arm out to the side is when you have the pain the most. If you did that with palm up instead, do you still have that pain? I would almost guarantee that you won't have that pain, or it will be significantly decreased with palm up versus palm down. So what's the difference in this position? Well, when palm is down, our shoulder, our humeral head, our shoulder, our arm bone here is bumping up into the bony roof of the shoulder, the acromion, and it's likely pinching that rotator cuff muscle. When we go palm up, what we've done is we've rotated a lot of those tissues out of the way, and the joint is now more able to freely move. So that would be the first test I would see, is to see whether this is an impingement problem in the shoulder joint. It likely is, especially given that you just woke up with it and it just came kind of, willy-nilly. Why are impingement problems happening? Well, so the most common reason is, and this is the one that most practitioners don't address, is that the shoulder blade is not moving well. Most people, when they have impingement problems, you can see right here that when I move this arm, it bumps up into the top of that bone there, all right? That is what an impingement is. And the rotator cuff, one of the rotator cuff muscles, the primary one, the supraspinatus, runs through this little cave in the shoulder and attaches to that arm. So when it bumps up into that, you're actually bumping up into that rotator cuff muscle, the supraspinatus, and that's what's causing a lot of people's pain. And that will eventually break down the rotator cuff muscle and cause tears, partial tears, full thickness tears, what have you. So this is likely what's happening with Julie. And then, so when we rotate the palm up, we're rotating this part of the humeral head out back, and so it's no longer bumping up, and then suddenly you have all this range of motion again. So that's what's going on there. So why would it be, what would be a reason that's bumping up prematurely? Usually the shoulder blade is not moving well in people with chronic shoulder pain or neck pain or headache problems. And the one exercise that I would recommend is, first I would test to test your pain. So let's say that you have pain here, ow, and it's like a 5 out of 10. Ow, that hurts every time I get to right there. All right, now we've tested it. And then what you would do is you would get on the floor on your elbows and knees like this, and your hands are on the floor here, and what you would do is sit back on your heels, and likely you will feel a stretch happening through the shoulder blade and rib cage here, all right? And you can even, when you're in that position, walk your hands to one side, walk your hands to the other. You might feel that that painful shoulder is tighter than the other shoulder. Stay down in that stretch and then come back up out of that stretch and then go back down into it one more time. And then when you get up, retest that pain again. Oh, well now it's a 2 out of 10 instead of a 5 out of 10. Oh, and I can go all the way up here now instead of stopping here. I have to go up here to find 2 out of 10, and here is no pain now. Or I have to go up here to find a 5 out of 10, and here is no pain. So all of that is improvement. So what are we doing here with this stretch? Well, the most common reason that the shoulder blade is not moving is because of, well, there's several reasons, but one of them is tight depressor muscles that are pulling the shoulder blades down excessively. If you felt a stretch when you were rocking back during this stretch, then it likely means that your depressor muscles are too tight, preventing the shoulder blade from moving the way it's supposed to move. And especially if you felt better after just 2 bouts of that with your range of motion, then I would just continue doing this stretch and that'll probably take care of it for you, but there are likely other things going on. I've written a shoulder pain book to help you understand the shoulder more completely and the elbow. And this information is also in my neck pain and headaches book, because the shoulder system is often causing chronic neck pain and headaches too, and I explain how and why that happens as well. And if you don't want to get one of my books, just peruse my YouTube channel, because I've made so many videos to help people with this kind of stuff. So that's my kind of take on what's going on with your problem, likely, Julie, given the information I've been given. If you have questions for your own aches or pains, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to make a video for you. Otherwise, subscribe, like, and share this channel.